Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. And yeah, we've landed on the floor and I was reflecting on the felt sense of that in my body. And you know the way when a dog lands into its bed and it circles and it circles and it circles and then it sits down on the floor. I feel like that's what I've just done. That sense of the standing and the moving that we did at the beginning of the month was just like finding and seeking and searching. And now we're down on the floor. So for the last 3 days of Embody, I think we're going to be down here. I think we're going to be scooching down on the floor, moving, connecting. So nice. It's lovely to be here. And great, come lie on the floor with me. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. And just feel and find your body. Just take a deep breath down into your belly. And just landing in, arriving in. And flatten your lower back down into the floor and arch into your lower back. Flatten your lower back down and arch. Flatten your lower back down and arch. Nice. Roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And as you roll, get a sense of the maneuvering of your spine, the movement of your spine. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Drop both knees down to the right. Bear's here with us today. Well, she usually is, but she's really here with us today. Bear is a dog therapist. A therapy dog, not a dog therapist. She's a therapy dog. And so we go out to the nursing home every Tuesday, me and Bear, and we visit all the old people, and it is the cutest thing as we travel around, and she sits on people's knees, and just so sweet. She's such a sweet bee. Come back up to center, drop your knees down towards the left. Yeah, it's very wonderful visiting and bringing joy and connection and hearing stories and it's just amazing hanging out with a gang of old people. It's wonderful. So great. So rock your knees from side to side. Drop your knees down towards the right, back to center, and then down towards the left. Center, right, center, and then left, center. Cool. Travel to center, roll up along your spine, travel up. As you roll up, feel the sense of your spine, and then roll all the way down, land on the floor. And again, rolling up. So I'm just wondering, so if we're going to be on the floor for the next 3 days or 18, 19, 20, 4 days, today and 3 more days, then is it a time of yum rather than a Sunday yum? Maybe this is a time of yum. It was a time of yum. Rolling up and rolling back down again. Nice. One more time, rolling up and pause. So reach your arms up towards the ceiling and roll your shoulders forward. Bring your palms to touch as you reach your fingers up towards the ceiling. That moment I had earlier in the week about the shoulder girdle. It seems girdle is a word, even though, and there's the pelvic girdle. I think that's what was confusing me. I was like, there's another use for girdle. So pelvic girdle and shoulder girdles. Like I'm just such a wild and weird word. I have to do a bit more research. I wonder where the word girdle came from. Anyways, breathe down into your belly. Reach your fingers forward, round your shoulder girdle forward, and lift your pelvic girdle higher. Deepen your breath. And just check, are your knees parallel? Are your thighs parallel? For me, one of my legs was falling outwards a little bit. Just have a sense, I am parallel to my legs. And then feel the position of your legs with them parallel. And then roll slowly up and down your spine, keeping your thighs parallel. So it's a very different feeling for me keeping my legs steady, because there's a moment where my knees seem to kind of sway outwards unbeknownst to myself. Another great word, unbeknownst to myself. Unbeknownst. That which is known and unbeknownst. Nice. One more time. My arms are still up towards the ceiling as I roll and keep my thighs parallel. And then find a halfway point. You're not all the way up, you're not all the way down. You're kind of halfway, like the Goldilocks version of hip lifting. And then bring your elbows to the floor. And then ever so gently sway your knees from side to side. And so the main thing is that there's no knee pain, but you feel, the sides of my thighs. It's called the iliotibial band. So ilio is part of your iliac crest, is a part of your hip, and the tibia is the outside bone of your calf. So this band, this ligament, no, tendon probably, goes from the outside of your hip all the way to the outside of your knee, underneath your knee. And so as we rock our knees gently from side to side and just lean into the sense of weight traveling left and weight traveling right, that there is a feeling of leaning into the movement of the outside of our legs in a different way. It's loaded and we're moving. Nice. Drop your bum to the floor. And when you rock your knees from side to side now with your bum on the floor, how do you track that place? That side band down through your legs from the outside of your hips all the way down to the outside of your knee. Trying to work out, it couldn't be a ligament. It would have to be a tendon. Would it? I'm confused. Must go research this. So much to think about. Great. Drop your knees down to the right. And now we're going to glide our left knee up in the direction of your right shoulder. Nice. Come back to center. Knees back up to center. Drop your knees down to the left and then draw your right knee up. So the 3 words of today are girdle, unbeknownst, and is the iliotibial band. Tensor fascia lata is another word for it. Fascia. I wonder, is it just a band of fascia? Anyways, tensor fascia lata or iliotibial band. I shall do some research. And just travel over towards the right. Bring your left knee up. Over towards the left. Bring your right knee up. Nice. Super. So bring your right arm long beside your ear, roll over onto your right side, all the way over, and bring your two knees so they're stacked on top of each other. So lying on your right arm, left hand is in front of you. And then draw your left knee up towards your left elbow, and then sweep your left foot back. And as you travel back, keep your knee bent. And how deeply can you lean into the front of your thigh? Just find that lean, and then draw your knee up and bang it into your elbow. Or if you bring your hand closer to your face, how close to your chest can you get your knee? So my hand is higher up, so I'm not in the way with my arm. So lean your foot backwards, keep your knee bent, and then draw your knee up towards your chest. Maybe you've moved your hand a bit higher so your arm doesn't get in the way at all. It's very nice to do that. Bring your foot back, lean into the front of your thigh, and then draw your knee up. Nice. Now we're going to include our arm. So as your knee comes up, pull your left elbow back into bow and arrow. So my left elbow is on the floor behind me. And then fly like a helicopter. So your elbow stays bent in the beginning and it's traveling just above your ear, just above your cheek. And then your hand travels towards the right and your left foot goes back behind you. So my left hand is reaching forward and my left foot is reaching deeply back behind me. Pull your left elbow back, draw your left knee forward, and then reach your left hand forward, bring your left foot back. And as I do this, as I pull my elbow back, my head lands on the floor backwards. And as I reach my hand forward, my face lands on the floor forwards. So my whole torso is rolling as I do this. So my left shoulder actually comes to the floor in front of me, but then my left shoulder almost comes to the floor in front of me. So there's this massive range of movement in your shoulder girdle. As you sweep your knee up, draw your arm back. As you sweep your arm forward, bring your foot back. Nice. Come all the way back to center and pause. Shimmy yourself around until you feel straight, until you feel like you're even or equal. And a way that I do that often is I lift my bum, drop my bum, push my elbows down, lift my spine, drop my spine. And then kind of rock my head from side to side. And then I feel, oh, I'm back to center. Nice. So reach your left arm long beside your ear. Roll over onto your left side. Bring your two knees up so that they're out at a 90-degree angle. Bring your right hand either in front of your chest or a little bit higher so it's in front of your elbow almost of the other hand so that it's really out of the way for the movement of the right leg. And then sweep your right foot back behind you. Keep your knee bent and lean into the front of your thigh. Nice. And then draw your right knee up either to your elbow or move your elbow up so that you can draw it up almost like to your armpit. Sweep your foot back, lean into your belly, into the front of your thigh, like find the elastic of the front of your thigh and go, oh, there's the sense of the stretch of the deep of me. That's your psoas, the flexors of your thigh. Draw your knee up, squeeze them, and draw your foot back, lengthening them. So when we do this, we're strengthening and lengthening the psoas and the iliacus. So when you squeeze your knee up towards you, you're shortening the psoas. When you draw your foot back, you're lengthening the psoas. Let's feel that. The deep of your belly. Can you track the deep of your belly as you move? I wonder if we could do psoas yoga sometime. Just focus on the deep belly and the psoas moving. Might get a bit boring. Pretty amazing though. So draw your knee up, squeeze it in, and then bring your foot back behind you. Nice. So now we're going to begin moving the right arm. So pull your right elbow back into bow and arrow. And then draw your right knee up towards your left armpit. And then reach your right hand forward and sweep your right foot behind you. My face is coming to the floor when I go forward, and the back of my head is coming to the floor as I go backwards. Just feel that. Find that in your body. That deep rolling of your shoulder forward. And just notice, like, can you bring your shoulder deeply to the floor? Not just your elbow, but can you flatten from your spine to your shoulder to your upper arm to your elbow onto the floor? When you reach forward, can you bring your chest a bit closer to the floor? You're really leaning into the movement of your chest. Nice. One more time. Really strengthening the full deep of our bellies as we move. Come all the way back to center. Nice. So shimmy around, lift your bum, pop your shoulders off the floor, rock your head, find center. And then reach your arms up towards the ceiling, bend your elbows. So my hands are facing each other. My hands are maybe 6 inches apart. My elbows are bent and they're kind of around 6, a little bit further apart than my hands. Just naturally, that's what happens. But maybe squeeze your elbows a little bit towards each other so that you're trying to allow that your forearms are parallel. And then lift both feet off the floor and draw both knees up towards both elbows. Interesting. One of my knees doesn't travel as far up. So interesting. Nice. Bring your feet to the floor and then slowly roll up along your spine. Roll deeply up, rolling up along your spine. Nice. And then drop your bum down and only bring your right elbow to your right knee. And then as you lift your hips, reach your right leg long and reach your arms overhead. So we're coming into zoomies. Find that sense of length from your fingertips down into the toes of that right foot. Bend your elbows. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. And then lengthen into zoomies, long through that right leg. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Find the deep of your belly extending into your fingertips. Bend your elbow, bend your knees. And then reaching long, stretching through your fingers, reaching into your arms. And again, bend your elbows, bend your knees. And then reaching long, stretching into your fingers, reaching into your toes. And again, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Reaching, 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 lengthening through your arms. Super. Bend your knee, bring your foot to the floor. Other side. So draw your left knee up to your left elbow. And then reach your left leg long, reach your arms overhead. Find that connection through the full side of the left side of your body. Nice. Bend your elbow, bend your knee. Lengthen long. Nice. Bend your elbow, bend your knee. Long. Bend your elbow, bend your knee. Long. I have this moment of extra connection, extra length. Just at the end, I'm pausing into it. And bend, elbow to your knee, long. Super. Both feet to the floor, both elbows to the floor. And just shimmy so lift your bum, drop your bum, push your elbows down, push your head down, pop your shoulders up, and then drop them down, and then just rock your head from side to side. Nice. So right knee comes up towards you, and then lengthen your left leg long. Let it float just above the floor. So your right knee squeezing up, your elbows are on the floor. So you're doing this with the sense of connection into your abdominal muscles. Change. Draw your left knee up towards you. Lengthen your right leg long. So widen your lower back. Feel that you're leaning into this from the power of your lower back, and you're sharing the power down into your legs. Nice. Change. Draw your right knee up. Lengthen long into your left leg. And change. Draw your left knee up, lengthen long into your right leg. Super. Last one. Draw your right knee up, lengthen into your left leg. Drop your left leg to the floor. So now my right knee is up towards me. My left leg's on the floor. My elbows are braced into the floor. And draw your right knee over towards the left. Pause. You can reach long into that right arm if you wish. And really pull your shoulder blade backwards and towards your spine. You can bring your hand to the side of your knee and just as a connection, left hand to your knee. Nice, come back up to center. Bring both feet to the floor. You're a little bit wonky, so lift your bum, drop your bum, push your elbows down, push your head down, lift your shoulders, pause for a moment, and then drop your shoulders. Rock your head from side to side. Cool, draw the left knee up, stretch the right leg long, let your right heel come to the floor with your leg long. Push deeply into the left elbow, draw your left knee over towards the right. Maybe lengthen out into that left arm. Maybe bring your right hand somewhere to touch your left knee. Nice. Come back up to center, both feet to the floor. Lift your bum, drop your bum, push your elbows down, push your head down, lift your shoulders. Drop your shoulders, rock your head from side to side, and then stretch out through your legs. So just the end relaxation. So just feel your body and just allow a sense of dropping or sinking into the floor. And squeeze your feet on the inhale. Deeply relax your feet on the exhale. Squeeze your calves on the inhale. Deeply relax your calves on the exhale. Inhale, thighs. Exhale, relax. You can feel the relaxation happening deeper and deeper because of how we've been doing this all month. Squeeze your bum, your pelvis, your hips. Relax. Oh, it's very nice. It's like auto-suggestion now. Squeeze your torso. Relax. Hands, forearms, shoulders. Squeeze it. Relax. Nice. Face, head, neck. Just gently, a little bit of a squeeze. Relax. Whole body, ever so gently, tiny bit of a squeeze through the whole body. And then deeply rest on the exhalation. Just pause, settle, and see if you can keep falling, keep deepening, keep settling. That sense of really sinking into deep softness. Nice, lovely. Nice to be here. Great. So I will see you all tomorrow. Another wonderful day of Embody, and yeah, we'll be on the floor. It's very nice. So be well, be awesome, be you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.